Call Allah Wadla Yahweh Hashem Shaiba Hashem Kakodash belongs to the apostles and elders of great Nelson that rule and teach well peace and salutations to the brothers and the four corners of this earth, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. And brother Manatazak saying Shalom. Here with a short video because I was listening to El Gabar's video, I taking it in other about Captain Tazariak, I believe. And what he said, listening to the full sales dress, and Gabar corrected it and showed him where he went wrong, saying that you had it screwed up, you messed it up drastically, even for you to utter those, even for you to say what you said, basically. Is a drastic miscalculation, is not even a slight of words. You basically leave out a part of the precept that was the whole context of the precept. Just for explaining sake, just for some background sake, And that is how I basically get inspired to do this video. The truth should set you free. We'll get down into it. But first, let me go to the book of Matthew here. Alright, Matthew 24 and verse 24. Right? It says, "For there shall arise false Mashiachs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect." The reason I brought out this precept, right, was because of what they said here. They say great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, that they shall deceive the very elect. Yeah, so you don't know, there's no jokey deception they coming with. You understand? It's heavy nonsense. Yeah? And only if you're dealing in truth, or dwelling in truth, reasoning in truth, reasoning in the spirit, you understand, is the only time you will be able to see through those illusions. Yeah? When you have a shy, put a spirit on you. As you will see through this BS. Because from what I got to understand from watching Gabar's video, Apostle Gabar's video, is that this person was a member of GMS, and when they was speaking on to like the topic of women, and how they are to be, how they should be treated, so on and so forth, the man got offended, right? He got offended for what is right, so therefore, something is wrong with him, right? Therefore, there is no truth, there is no light in him. Right? We go together now because scriptures talk about what false prophet I just read, where many false prophets shall arise. You understand, with great works and so on, and they might, if it were possible, they would have deceived the very elect, because what is great works and wonders? Don't feel like coming with the half arsenal, is the full arsenal, every I would have said everything in the arsenal, or every weapon in the arsenal they will use against us, right? And as men of the Lord, we have to be, we ought to be skillful. We ought to be diligent. Yeah, that's what we're supposed to be, right? It's Isaiah. What I'm trying to get here is the book of Isaiah 8 and 20. 8 and 20. It says, "To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them." Right? It's because they have no light in them. That is why he took a piece of it and left out the rest for the context. Because when you read the rest of the precept, you understand, you get the context of what it is. When you read before and after, you get to understand these were three of the king's guard, and they say you were going on, let me write three statements, and whichever one the king pick, he's the one who get gold and riches, he go win a big prize. I basically what it was. And what the man said was, there's nothing stronger than a woman, but the truth is stronger than all. Right? That is why it said he didn't eat the fella, whatever his name was, you understand, didn't say that. He just brought out the piece where he say there's nothing stronger than a woman, and full stop. He did not bring out the entire precept. Therefore what? It was broken down wrong. Right? He didn't speak to the law and to the testimony. He didn't speak to the entire testimony. You understand? Half the truth is no truth. It's like this is like knowing is a Hebrew Israelite, and that is all you know. How does that how does that get you salvation? Or keeping the laws? You just you just keeping laws. How does that grant you salvation? You're doing no works, you know. Your only works is keeping the law. That is it. You just keeping the laws. And ain't no way you could keep the laws in this kingdom. To keep the laws perfect, yeah, well, you can't. There is no way unless you spool your own thread or whatever. Unless you make your own fabrics, you provide your own meats, so on and so forth. Then all right, cool. You understand? But we know that things genetically modified from even before our times, right? Certain things I can't get away from. But anyhow, that besides the point, I digress a lot here, right? Where was I going? Yeah, right. If they speak not according to this word, pursuant to Isaiah 8 and 20, there is no light in them, right? So let me go to the book of John now. St. John 17, I'll start at 13. It says, "And now I come to thee, and these things I speak in the world, that they might have my joy fulfilled in themselves." Who he talking about? The elect. He said, "I have given them thy word, and the world had hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world." Right? That is the elect. You understand? The elect men, the 144K, the 144,000. Right? I'm going to say it like that. The 144, 12,000 from each tribe. Right? He said he gave us his word. Okay? He gave us his word. So the world will hate us, because we are not like the world. Verse 15, "I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil." Right? Yeah. Because in all reality, we have to be here to pay what we did in our past lives, so on and so forth. Right? That is why we catching hell, because we were some wicked niggas in the past. Right? And we have a mission to be, regardless, we had to do what we had to do. All right? We back here, understand, to return unto your house, right? And we soul mission. Yes, we were wicked in the past, we come back to pay we judgment. We couldn't rest in peace, as they say, right? So we come to pay our dues and perfect our ways in this wicked kingdom, or at least try to. Understand, to give that effort of perfecting our ways, at least. Trying to live the full truth. Yeah? When brothers talking, they say, thinking when we reference in our past, we say, before I came into what? Into the truth. Before I come into the truth. Right? So we say, when I was 16, say they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Verse 17, sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. Thy word, and you say, before we come into the truth, before we come into what? This word. Before we was men of the Lord. Back when we was, as we just say, coons. Right? Back when we was living as niggas. Back when we was doing all sorts of ungodly things. All manners of unspeakable ungodly things, Back when we thought living wrong was living right. Before we realized what our true purpose was. Right? And one might ask, what do you mean thy word is thy truth? Right? We know the script, the Yahushua is what? The embodiment of the scriptures. So therefore he's the embodiment of truth. I don't know why I came out of the entire book, but anyhow, going to the book of, we're going back in St. John, chapter 14 and 6, right? It says, Yahushua said unto him, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto me, no man cometh unto the Father but by me. If ye had known me, ye should have known my Father also, and from henceforth ye know him and have seen him. I am the way, the truth." Yahushua is the embodiment of the truth. That is why he say, "Lo, I come in the volume of a book, it is written of me." You understand? Lo, he come in the volume of a book. He is the word. He's the embodiment of the word. He's the embodiment of the truth. It is Yahweh Shai. So if they speak what? Not according to this word. If they speak not according to Yahweh Shai, there is no light in them. So to the camps that don't want to use his name, or don't, or say, you know what, the son not important. Are you mad? How could you say after the Most High God, women are the most? But what? Are you lost? You had to be lost. Like gross darkness, pursuant to Isaiah 6:2. Like gross darkness, see, when you look up gross darkness, it means thick darkness. Thick. You know, the type of saying about the tension in the room, so take a cut it with a knife. Yeah, that kind of darkness, you could cut it with a knife like a cake and slice it. You understand? That the kind of darkness you have to be in to let these words come out your mouth. Scriptures talk about every idle word, you know. Scriptures talk about being judged for every idle word that come out your mouth. You understand? You gotta be very circumspect, not just how you live, but even, well, going back to how you live is also what you say too as well, like the conversations you keep. When you go down into the meaning of the word conversation, and they're not just talking about what you're saying, or the communication, and talking about your mannerisms, how you live. Right? You have to live truthfully. Meaning what? You have to live according to what Yahweh Shai. So it all comes back to the word. Which is what? Yahweh Shai. Right? Now let me get my title. Let me go to my title precept. Right? Back in John, St. John 8 and 31. It says, then said Yahweh Shai to those Jews which believe on him, if ye continue in my word, then ye are my disciples indeed. If you continue in my word, if you continue in this truth. Verse 32, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. You understand? Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Free from what? Free from sin. Free from debt. Because we know what? The wages of sin is death. Baruch 4:1. This is the book of life and the commandments of the Most High. All of that keep it shall what? Come to life. We could get, I think we could close off on that. Right? Baruch 4:1. It said, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Yeah. That's what you say. The truth shall make you free. Free from what? Free from death. Free from sin, meaning what? Free from death. Right? And that's just what I wanted to bring up, because as we coming down to the latter times, to the dregs of the times, you know, before Yahushua returns, we're going to see a lot of these false, you know what I mean, prophets coming up, poking their head up. You understand? And the only how you won't be caught in the out of it. The only how you won't be caught up with them is if you were, as he said, if you keep my words, you are my disciples indeed. Yeah, if you keep to the word, if you keep to the truth, if you keep to the life. Right? So with that, I hope it was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai. Kalalal Wahawadla Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai Ba'ashem Yukakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstones that rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of this earth that push this word in truth and in sincerity. I am Brother Manatazak saying shalom until next time.